What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Today I'm walking you through this easy everyday beach waves hairstyle. This is my current go-to routine that I have been doing for months. You guys have been requesting this, so I thought that I would break it down for you, show you all of my tips and tricks, and walk you through how to get this look step by step. Before we get started, I have to say in every hair video, I'm not a professional. These are just tips and tricks that I've learned over the years from working with other professional hairstylists and kind of just observing and trying to adapt their ways of doing things. So I hope that this is helpful. I hope that I break it down easy enough. It really is super quick and easy. I've even cut it back because I've done this video a few times and I've made this even more simplistic and get the same result with a lot less steps. So I hope you like this video. Please subscribe and let's get started. Okay, so my hair is 65% dry. It's still pretty wet. All I did was washed it, put in my hair products, and then did my makeup. So ideally, I like to let my hair air dry all the way, but a lot of times that's just like not really realistic. Sometimes it's just like a day like today where I need to get it done, and so I have to hit it with a blow dryer. So my favorite blow dryer is this one from Dyson. It dries my hair so fast. It makes it not frizzy. It's very smooth. So I'm just gonna hit this with the blow dryer just to make it dry. And then on the top, I'm gonna show you what I do to make it look smooth, because I feel like that is really part of this hairstyle, is getting this top section and the front section to lay right and look smooth. I used to try to always make this go like horizontal, like this way. But I've noticed that my hairstylists, they will switch between horizontal and vertical, especially up top. So they'll take this horizontally like this, and then they'll take it vertically and kind of pull the hair forward. And that's kind of how you get that like more flip out in the front. Now we can go into curling. So before I curl my hair, I like to use a heat protectant. This is the Paul Mitchell Flexible Style Hot Off the Press Thermal Protection Spray. I've been using this since high school. It used to be in a silver bottle, but yeah, I spray this on every single section before I go in and curl my hair. This is kind of like a dry spray, but still I make sure that it's completely dry before going in with my curling iron. It does dry really fast, but if you apply too much, it can be a little wet and you don't want to go directly in with a hot tool like while your hair is wet. So keep that in mind. I kind of switch up what curling iron I use from time to time. So right now I'm going to be using this one from GHD. I also really love the T3 curling iron. The one that I like to use is actually interchangeable, so you can get different size barrels that clip onto it. So that one's also really nice. Also, if you have really long hair, you'd actually probably prefer that one because it's a longer barrel, so you can include more hair on the surface area. And then another one that I've been using for the last year is the Babyliss Pro curling iron. With that one, I feel like it doesn't last as long as these other ones, but it is significantly cheaper of a hot tool, so keep that in mind. What I like to do is section off my hair. So I'll do 2 sections to begin with. Then I use my dry bar clips. And then on this side, the one that I'm gonna be working on, I'll part right above my ear and section the rest of this off. And I do have tape-in extensions, so if you see them, that's what that is. And then I just clip that on the top. I'm gonna grab my heat protectant, and then I like to brush through it. I'm just using my wet brush. I don't have this on at the moment because I wanted to be able to slowly walk you through the steps without frying my hair off, because honestly, this does not touch my hair for that long. I learned from a pro hairstylist one time, when it comes to damage with your hair, it's more about how long the hot tool is on your hair rather than how hot the tool actually is. Obviously, they both go hand in hand, but he gave an example of like when you're ironing your clothes. You wouldn't do a low heat setting and let it sit on your clothes because you're gonna fry your clothes that way. When you iron your clothes, you have it at a really high hot heat setting, but you do it really quickly and it does the job. It's the same way with your hair. hair. So that always stuck with me, and then it cuts my time in half because I just zip right through my hair, and this is barely touching my hair for that long. So obviously it's inevitable you're gonna get hair damage because you're literally putting a hot fire tool on your hair, but that's always stuck with me over the years, and it's also made it a lot simpler. So this isn't on. I'm gonna walk you through what I do. I always work back to front, but I'm gonna grab like a random section here, and this is about the size that I like to do. I guess it's about 1 inch. I'll grab the clip in the front of the hair like this, so not behind. If you put it behind, you're gonna curl the hair towards the face, and I like them all to go away from my face. So what I'll do is I'll grab it about right here on the hair. So about halfway through my hair. This is actually like making me nervous. I know it's not on, but it's still like in my head, like I should not be letting that sit on my hair. So I will grab it about right here, wrap it away, and then I'll let up the clip. Do you see that? And I'll pull down, wrap up, let up on the clip, pull down, till I got about 1 inch of hair at the bottom, wrap it back up, and then I'll let up on the clip and wrap it around itself and pull straight. All of that happens super quickly, so I'll show you in real time what that will look like. And my hair will be curled. So I'll walk you through it one more time. Clip in the middle, wrap up, let up on the clip, pull down, up. And you can do this depending, like, see right there, I didn't get as much. I want only about that much out. Wrap up, and then wrap it around itself and pull straight. And you don't want to stop like that. So when you do it, you want it to be more, like as swift as you can get it, the better. Because I've done it where when I'm wrapping around itself on the way down, I've had it where I've stopped like this, and I end up getting like lines in my hair. You don't want that. Also, it's extremely hot, so you don't want to let that sit on your hair too long. If you want a more curled, bouncy effect, you can keep it, you know, like this and then pull out like that. But if you want that more wavy, relaxed, effortless, like I woke up like this kind of style, then you want to pull straight at the ends. If you want it even straighter at the ends, just leave more out at the end when you're curling it. So I'll keep sharing as I'm doing it so you can see, but that's pretty much the gist of how I curl each piece of hair. Let's plug this in. This heats up so fast. And again, don't forget to use your heat protectant. So I'm gonna start at the back. I also will like to smooth it out first. So I'll go just to smooth it out. And I'm not like clamping it on and holding it for too long. It's very lightly just gonna go just to smooth through the hair. So mid, wrap, pull down, wrap, and straight. And if you feel like it didn't do it much, like that one wasn't as much of a curl, it's because I added too much hair in there. Do a little bit less hair so then you don't have to like let it rest on your hair. And then your ends really aren't getting in there much at all. The only thing that your ends are getting is a little at the end. Also, as I'm working with the tool, I'm keeping it vertical. I'm not moving it horizontally or whatever. The entire time my tool is facing up and down. This is what the bottom layer looks like right now. I'm just gonna leave that alone. The next section I part is about right at my eyebrow, right here. And then I do have a hair extension here. I want that to be a part of this group because I don't want that extension in the top group. This is all my real hair. It's just easier for me. If you don't have extensions, you don't have to worry about that. Heat protectant. Trying not to spray my camera equipment. Okay, and do the exact same thing, working back to front. And the closer I get to the front of my hair, the more I don't want much heat to hit it, because I've already worked really hard at smoothing that out with the blow dryer. Like, I honestly think that that would look fine just as is, but I am gonna hit it really quick with the curling iron. Super fast. And on that one, I didn't even let it sit on it too long. I kind of went like this so that it didn't rest on that hair, because this is where all of my broken hair is, and it really just doesn't need much heat at all to do what I need it to do. So now what I'm gonna do is just let this sit just as it is, put it to the back, and do exactly the same thing on the left side of my head. Heat spray. Okay, so now that side is done. What I'm gonna do is spray everything with hairspray. Lately, I've been using the Fat Boy Defining Finish Flexible Hold Hairspray. Personally, I like the texture spray from this better. I just like texture spray better in general, just because it gives that grit to the hair. So pretend I'm using that, because I feel like that gives a better result. It just allows me to, I don't know, work with the hair a little bit more. I can go and get like real piecey with it, and I can kind of work with my hairstyle throughout the day better with a texture spray. I also really like the Pureology texture spray, but I'm all out of those, and I thought that I would finish this before buying a new bottle of something, because then I'll never use this. So I'm just gonna hit this all over my hair. Doing this side as well. Lift up and spray into it as it falls. Get the back. And now, normally I'll let this just sit while I go and do something. Normally I just go and do my makeup, or I'll go eat, whatever, and then after a little bit of time, and then I'll brush through it. But we're here and we're doing a video, so I'm just gonna brush it out now. I'm grabbing just, I mean, sometimes I use a wide tooth comb, sometimes I use a wet brush, and just start at the ends, and I'm holding really lightly on the brush. I'm not like going crazy, but I'll lightly run through it just to see where we're at. That looks really good. I might want a little bit more volume up here. And honestly, if you like this more voluminous, messy style over here, don't brush it out. Just leave it as is, and you can actually, like, say you have that texture spray, go in and go to these little pieces and just kind of like separate them like this to give that more textured vibe. Also, when you want more volume, you can go at the root and shake the hair, because that is also going to give volume. So here you can kind of see the difference. This is more like relaxed blah, which I personally prefer, or more wavy, textured, voluminous. So those are kind of like the two styles you can do, and it's literally the same hairstyle. It's just how you finish out the style. So kind of just depends on my mood. Most days I end up doing this just because it's easier. I mean, that's not necessarily easier. It's just, I don't know, I end up brushing my hair. Which one do you like better? Do you like it a little bit more soft or a little bit more textured? Let me know. I'm gonna go in and just brush this one out so I'm even Again, don't go too crazy. All right, well, that is the final look. That's everything on how I style my hair. I've been loving this routine. I feel like it's very quick, it's very easy, and that concept of just like constantly moving the iron and not letting it rest has really helped, I think, with the health of my hair and just with the time. I feel like curling my hair used to take a really long time. When I'm not talking and I'm just zipping through it, it takes me probably 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes with the blow dry if I have to do that, but I honestly try not to do that much. But yeah, I really love this. And honestly, like without the texture spray, it feels really soft. Texture spray does give a little bit more of grit to your hair, so it will feel a little bit drier. So in that scenario, I would add probably my Redken Diamond oil to the ends just to give it that softness again. So keep that in mind if you end up doing a texture spray instead. But yeah, I just love this style, and throughout the day, just to kind of freshen it up, I'll carry a comb or a brush with me, and then I'll also do this just to kind of shake it up and, you know, keep that messy look. I don't want it too perfect, even though I did brush it out, and then I always do this just to boost up the top of my head and smooth out the sides, because yeah. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing what my tips and tricks were for getting this effortless, everyday, easy beach waves style. Let me know any questions that you have down below. I hope that I answered them. Again, I'm not a professional. This is just what I do and what I've tried to learn from other professional hairstylists. So if I can do it, I know you can too. Any questions that you have, please let me know down below in the comments. And if you're a pro and you see a comment and you've got the answer, feel free to let people know what to do or what not to do. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.